From days of long ago, from uncharted regions of the universe.
Robots in disguise.
Avengers!
Assemble.
Yo, Joe! Hey, we are canceling the apocalypse!
Hey, yo, what up, party people? Anyway, come to my attention. I probably need to re-edit that thing a little bit more, but that's not for today. Today, I'm going to take a look at the Marvel Legends live stream. I have somehow managed to avoid most spoilers. Um, I saw a picture of Odin. I saw a picture of Moon Knight, and I saw a post somebody mentioned that Phoenix was real. That's what I know. So the rest is going to be a surprise somehow. I don't know how. And somebody is here. Hey, Roll Keeper, how you doing? Thank you, man. Uh yeah, I just again, I'm testing my internet and making sure things are going to be strong for when I start doing lives regularly again. It's been a rough month. All I can say is the internet. I mean, for some reason, during the day it seems all right, but at night it wants to go flub. But anyway, let's get right into it. And oh, well, I will tell you a funny little thing. Just a moment ago, I went through the my living room to run to the bathroom before a show, and I came back, and one of my cats jumped off the couch, ran across the room, and we got this little teeny tiny piano for my kid. We got it for her when she was like 2 years old, and it was just her size, and she still plays with it, but she was had it out and playing with it. The cat jumps across the room, runs over right up to the piano, and goes ding, one note. It was hilarious, just the way she did it. She just stretched her arm out proudly. But yeah, I cracked up at that. That made me think, okay, I had a crap day at work, so it really cheered me up. But anyway, let's get into this and let's see what's what. And like always, I'll pause a little bit here and there. Have thoughts.
Hello and welcome to the Stuff of Legends. Welcome to the latest Hasbro Pulse Marvel fan stream. With you are two members of the Hasbro Marvel Legends team. I am Ryan in marketing, joined as always by Dwight in design.
Hey guys, what's up?
How's it going?
These guys always look like they're so enthused to be here.
Dwight?
Doing good. You?
I'm excited. Summertime is about to start.
Warmth.
It's getting warmer out there. So yeah, as you guys might see here, Dan is not with us today. He wasn't able to make it for this recording, but don't worry, he is doing well, and he will be with us in San Diego, and we hope to see a lot of you fans out there as we do every year to say hello and see how you're feeling about things. And we're just two of the core 3 members of the on-camera Marvel Legends team, but of course the Marvel Legends team is very broad.
That's probably pretty smart. Yeah, I still haven't watched this. This is my real reaction. So yeah, I'll try to keep up with the chat while watching the stream. It's going to be difficult, but I'll see what I can do.
A lot of folks at Hasbro, as well as our core partner, Jesse Falcon, over at Disney Marvel. And speaking of San Diego, Jesse will be with us in San Diego for those festivities as well. So you can talk to all of us in one place at one time. And the items we got today, I know, are several of Jesse's favorites.
Absolutely.
That he loved working with us on extra closely, as he does on all Legends. So more to come on that later. But as we said, today is a big day. We've got reveals. We've got pre-orders. We'll be talking a little Marvel 85th, rounding out that program. But before we get started, today, June 17th, I did want to wish a happy birthday to my son. So happy birthday, dude. Thanks for being a great son and a great brother to your little sister. Also just wanted to say that before we get started.
Happy birthday, little man.
All right, so before we jump into the new reveals and the pre-order information, we wanted to recap 2 recently revealed items. The first of which is the Marvel Studios Man-Thing from Werewolf by Night, a.k.a.
Ted.
Dwight, tell them what's new and updated about this version.
I already pre-ordered this. Yeah, it was that was a top tier character for me. I missed the Build-A-Figure. That was during the rough time, so that's why I missed it. And this, although it's MCU, I mean, MCU can substitute for comic easily with the Man-Thing. Man-Thing just looks like the Man-Thing, right? Is it Mython's birthday? Oh, I just got the joke. That's man. As my kid would.
A few years ago for as a Build-A-Figure, and now to make him Disney Plus accurate, he has a new torso that's showing his rib cage, new head, new forearms, new ankles, as well as an all-new colorway to make him more accurate to the show. He's even got his little flower on his lapel.
It's a great little detail.
It is.
And this was, I believe, it was a 2017 Build-A-Figure, so it's been a couple of years now, and so this is getting that character back out in the market with some notable updates, and he should be available for pre-order now as a fan channel items, including on the Hasbro Pulse. So go get him if you haven't already.
I did feel that one was overpriced, but it's Man-Thing. There's a few I'll jump that price for, and Man-Thing was one. And again, he'll fit in with the comic version, so I'm not too worried about it.
All right. And with that, we're going to jump into talking Marvel's 85th anniversary. You saw a couple of weeks ago Robo from the Robo Don't Know YouTube channel. Awesome content creator we've known over the years. Thank you, Robo, again, for your video revealing and going in depth on the Marvel Legends Cabal box set. These are 3 updated versions of characters that are really important villains in the Marvel lore. Dwight, who's your favorite, or what are amongst your favorite bits about this box set?
My favorite thing in this set is the new Taskmaster, having him updated on the Vulcan body with butterflies.
Everybody's updated on the Vulcan body. Woo.
Lots of new pieces, tons of weapons. Taskmaster, for me, a new likeness to his mask is definitely my favorite. I do also love that we got a chance to revisit Doom. He's now got the appropriate shorter skirt and our first Doom with a fabric cape. So we can have him doing a lot more posable things. Normally, the big capes, can limit some of the like throne poses and stuff. But now you've got a Marvel Legend ready for all of that. And then in the middle, we got a Norman Osborn as Iron Patriot. one of our Dark Avengers. He has some new updates from the Extremis armor to turn him into Iron Patriot, as well as a new deco and an alternate unmasked Norman Osborn head.
Very torn by this one because I want the Doom, I want the Taskmaster. I'm not too big on Iron Patriot. So, yeah. I haven't gotten near this one yet, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do. We'll see.
That's right. This was an open sample we used for a photo shoot, so you can't see all the accessories in it, but go check out Robo's video if you haven't already. This item is available for pre-order on Amazon, and it's got all those extra pieces from Norman Osborn head to Doombot head, soft goods cape for Dr. Doom. That is a really fun set, and that was the 9th item in the 85th anniversary program, and so we are excited to reveal. We got him up on screen here. You've got a retro carded Venom, you've got Scar, we've got Superior Spider-Man, Astonishing X-Men Wolverine, you've got Carol Danvers Warbird, the Cabal 3-pack we just talked about, Danny Ketch, Ghost Rider, we got Luke Cage, Iron Fist, and that awesome Hulkbuster. So that is 9 of the 10. The last item is going to be a multi-channel item, and it's one that Jesse Falcon and Dwight worked very closely on, really getting all of the details, and we saved him for last. He's one of the biggest in this line. So let's just jump right in. We've got some images. Dwight, talk them through. This
all new body, tons of armor, and
That's not bad, but I'm not the biggest Odin fan either. So, yeah. Plus, I heard the word super deluxe, which makes me think super pricey. So, I'll see what the price tag is on this.
deco and accessories. He's got his giant spear Gungnir. He's got a ridiculously oversized sword. He's got a multiple interchangeable headdresses to allow you to display him different ways with just.
See, I'm looking at this thinking, man, they gave Scar like a couple of hands and the sword, and he was in the $39 range. What's this going to be? This is going to be outrageous. Yeah, this is, oh boy.
Just his long flowing locks of hair, or a war helm with antlers, or his kind of more ceremonial, kind of Kirby-esque inspired crown. That was a piece that Jesse was really excited to put in here, and he and his team actually helped draw that up for us.
Here's a look of Odin in pack.
And that looks like a really big box, which will justify the really big price. I've got a bad feeling about this one. Yeah, if it's too much, I won't go. Now, if they manage to pull this off at $40, maybe. Then I'll debate. But if it's any higher, I'll probably just like nope.
With all those accessories. And yeah, we have a sample here that Dwight can kind of walk you through some of the modular bits. But so as Dwight brings all that out, again, just to reiterate, this is an all new figure clearly. And I think there was a version of Odin that was a partial Build-A-Figure from way back when, but nothing like this. I think the proportions here are really heroic. And Dwight actually did our set behind us with a bunch of fellow Asgardians. How many Asgardians did you say have been made in Legends about? You counted them up?
Asgardians and Gods, I think Odin is our 20th. So we've got Granddaddy over there. We have Bor Buri's son. We've done plenty of Thor Odin's sons, but this is our first Odin.
I just saw the comment. Hey there, Jacob. Very shocked we did not get a Mephisto Nightmare. Don't spoil it for me, dude. I still haven't seen all this. I knew about Odin. Nightmare. These are two villains I want in that way, but at least got Blackheart and some characters. See, you spoiled it for me. Yeah, that's a good point. He can't turn his head.
Odin Borson.
Okay, I
Got
think
that?
that tracks. I can watch the playback later to make sure I get it. But
I got a feeling that's going to be super expensive.
yeah, what just kind of strikes you first when you take this figure in all this glory here?
Yeah, I think my favorite part about him is the way that you can display him however you possibly can imagine. So the fur on the back of his cape simply pops off, which is really nice and easy. It's got a couple of ports on it, and there's a couple of ports on the top of Odin's shoulders, which have the matching places for this to plug in. And once you do that, you can pop his hair off, and you pick whatever helmet you want. You got his battle helmet. It snaps on just that easy. You can put the fur back on, and now you've got, Odin ready for battle. Or if you want, it's time to chill after a long, hard-fought day of crushing trolls. You can pop his helmet or the ceremonial crown on, put the fur back into place, and now you've got a proper ceremonial Odin that you can, have sit down as well. And that's a cool thing about this figure with the fabric capes. His legs are massive and thick, but once you get them bent, you can actually have him with the fabric cape, and the soft, flexible armored skirt allows him to be able to sit. So he can sit in the palm of your hand, or he can sit anywhere else you might want him to do so.
That's so funny how they're just sticking his cape up his ass. It's just like, God, come on.
And a note about that interchangeable headdress system. There's actually 2 side plugs I noticed in the head sculpt, as well as one on top. So it's a snug fit. It stays securely. It's not just a loose piece that'll fall out.
Yes, and then the Odin obviously has to have his ravens. You can just tuck the
Don't worry
raven's
about it. I was
claws
giving you a hard
under
time.
the sides of his fur, and then Odin's ravens will sit there right on his shoulders as well, or in his hands, or whatever you want. He's got swappable
cool.
hands,
Yeah,
so he's
don't
got
worry about
fist kind of power, godlike hands, as well as gripping hands for either his spear or a really nice ornate sword that we made.
A lot of great detailing in both the sculpts and the deco and the mold colors here. I think it really comes together. A lot of gold, a little bit of blue peeking through.
There was a lot of back and forth with Jesse and me to figure out how to approach the look of Odin, because every time he's appeared in comics over the years, he's always got a different kind of appearance. And we were trying to find a iconic one that really read as Odin, but it gave us enough flexibility that we were able to add some extra pieces from different eras to put together to make our ultimate version of this figure. And I think, as you can see, it's a really impressive figure in scope and scale.
It really comes through. I think he is, well over 8 inches tall. I think 8.25. I measured earlier, and this is just how he compares next to a standard Thor-esque figure. This is the
Yep, that's pretty damn big. This is going to be pricey as hell. If this comes in under $60, I'll be shocked.
the Black Winter Thor from the Zabu wave that is out now. So just to give you guys a side comparison, both in terms of height and also width and depth. Yeah, there you go. So this Odin is awesome, and that wraps up the 85th anniversary program for the year. Odin will be going up for pre-order. I'm just going to check my notes here so I don't get it wrong. June 27th at 1 p.m. Eastern, starting then. And this is a multi-channel item, so go get them at Hasbro Pulse or wherever else you pick up your Marvel Legends. And as Dwight said, it was so fun to work on this 85th program, and I hope you guys enjoy it as much fun as we had doing it.
Top 10 figure of the year for sure.
All right. Yeah, we were already starting to claim our draft picks. There's a couple here today that I think are going to get drafted at the end of the year. We've got some nice items.
Definitely.
So that is Marvel's 85th, wrapping that up. Okay. Now we're going to jump into a couple of sneak peek previews. There's a couple of retailer exclusives here and other items that we are not going to be that are not going up for pre-order imminently, but please stay tuned for more details. We just wanted to show them off for the first time here. So first up, I believe this is going to be a movie item. Here we have an updated.
Another Venom? Wow. Okay. That's like, there's the 85th one, and yeah, man. Does this look, they say it's updated, but does it really look any different? I think the accessories are a little different.
Venom from Let There Be Carnage. This is going to be a Target exclusive later this summer, so stay tuned for more details. And this Venom, has come out before, but this is a notable movie update, as you can see from the pictures. What's going on here, Dwight, with these crazy tentacle things?
Yeah, he's got multiple symbiote head tentacles coming out of his back.
I think they just updated the accessories because that looks almost exactly like the last one they did. And that was a huge figure too.
This time that can be removed really easily. They just pop right on and off, so you can display him as a proper Venom, with, like I said, or without, however you want to do it. The nice thing about being able to revisit this character, after seeing the films, we were able to do a much more accurate deco to how he appeared in the film. So all of his white veins have.
Is it me or are they going Venom heavy this year? That's kind of weird. $60, 40 or 50. It's not that bad, but we'll see. Maybe. I mean, I'm just basing it off of some of the weird things they've done in the past year. I do. I think he looks pricey. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at it going, do I really need another Venom? No. I mean, I've got the movie one, which I think is really cool, and I got the um God, I can't remember what wave he came in. But he's pretty cool, and I'm like going, okay, I don't really need another one, do I?
Have more of a translucent kind of effect to them, and they kind of bleed across his torso and down his arms onto his hands. The eyes also have a little bit of a marbling to them, and we made an alternate head, or we have alternate heads, as you know. So we have the with the tongue and without the tongue for both his smile face, as well as alternate claws and fist. So it's a nice, shiny, glossy, symbiote-esque update for Venom.
And you've got to have Eddie Brock, a villain for Eddie Brock to battle based on the film. So as you guys know, we revealed this, and it's up for pre-order now. Still, this is our deluxe movie Carnage. That is
Yeah, and I had zero interest in that Carnage. I know a lot of people loved it. I was like, nah, man. I still say this Carnage here, from the Venom Pool wave, I still have yet to see one that I like better.
multi-channel item, but as you can see here, some epic in battles, a lot of tentacles potentially for this battle. So we have the Carnage on the table here, kind of tricked out with all the tentacles and weapons.
So, I've still not seen Venom Let There Be Carnage. Is Carnage bigger than Venom in that movie? Because that was one of the things I liked about Carnage is he wasn't bigger. That's crazy to me. Yeah, the Venom does nothing for me too. Yeah, do you have the movie, the Marvel Select Carnage, or do you collect Select? Just asking about the movie Carnage because it looks pretty cool. I'll probably think about it getting it. We'll see, but I do want. Hey, that's fair, man. I do not have the Marvel Select Carnage. I do I do grab selects periodically, but I'm not a big fan of them. Um, yeah, I mean, Man Thing was one of my top 10 wants, and they just showed it, and I'm like, yeah. I admit I think he's a little overpriced, but instant pre-order because I just love Man Thing. I mean, the Steve Gerber runs one of my favorite runs. Also the Chris. So it only lasted 12 issues, and Chris Claremont wrote a lot of it. And what he wrote was really cool. Although when he took over, it was very abrupt because they had a cliffhanger ending on the series, and I think it was issue 2 or 3, and then really abruptly they just kind of like shoved all that away, and it was gone. It was like, okay, weird. But then Chris Claremont picked it up, and I thought it was pretty cool after that. But they canceled it, so whatever.
Up in hands, but these are kind of two great items to reenact all that movie action.
Absolutely.
And they waited so long after that Venom movie. I mean, it's like, God. Wow.
Absolutely.
All right, so there you have it. The updated Let There Be Carnage Venom figure will be available exclusively at Target. Stay tuned for more details about that Target pre-order. Okay, moving on to the next item. Here is, we're going to go from movie Venom verse to X-Men Retro. So we've got some images teed up. This is our retro Wolverine based on that 90s yellow and blue suit team. So this was, I believe, late 2019, early 2020 X-Men Retro Wave. So that was the first entry. We started with Wolverine. Then in 2023, we had 2 3-packs, team packs, as part of the X-Men 60th anniversary. So we had Gambit, Banshee, and Psylocke in one set. And then in the second set, we had Storm, Forge, and Jubilee. And so everyone kind of said, oh, the team is complete, right? Well, technically, if you go to that cover, Uncanny X-Men 275, there is another character pretty front and center there. But we've got the image there. And so, yes, we have this version of Professor X, as he was called or revealed.
That's the retro Professor X. Ah, shit.
To be during this run, the Warlord version. And so Matt, shout out to Matt.
They can't even say they were doing it for the cover because they got him the wrong color. He was gold on the cover and he's silver there. It's come on.
Shooting the Galaxy, our Legends photographer, we asked him to recreate that Uncanny X-Men 275 layout, which he did here. And we've got Professor X there in the middle. And so let's take a closer look. Dwight, what is going on here with this mysterious version of Professor X?
Yeah, he was a bit of a challenge to figure out which version to do because depending on whether he's on the cover or the interior panels, it changes a lot. So we chose the interior blues with the silvers. If you guys really demand more, there is a gold version of him. And there's also the purple piped version on the cover. So lots of different versions we can do. He also comes with an unmasked smiling head. So we have that.
He looks like Mr. Clean.
For Charles, which looks great. So you can swap that out.
Shit.
And he looks really cool. I mean, it's a really crazy Shi'ar-esque helmet, but
I hate it. I gotta say, I hate it. Oh, you guys are jumping. Hold on. I'm happy with the Mafex Carnage. Oh. So Mark Bagley drew him to me at least. I actually have an autographed version, an autographed comic, Mark Bagley. I never got it. This was back in the day before you even certified signatures. So somebody just drove by honking the horn. Weird. But I do have it. I mean, it is the first appearance of Carnage. So yeah, one of those things I probably could never sell for real money. Since I did miss out on my old man thing, Build-A-Figure wave, now they made the new one, but I could grab the comic base and swap out the movie version of the head or MCU version. Yeah, you could. What else? Don't worry, dude. I can't spell either. Yeah, blame autocorrect. I do. If you were talking about when they were talking about all the different decos, yeah, they're playing in the reuse. I agree with you. I mean, I don't get the appeal of that 275 cover. If you really want me to explain it, I will. I mean, it's not that I hate it or anything. I just felt a lot of people went crazy for it, and I was like, okay, why? Because they're all wearing the same uniform, and I was like, I don't understand because I got used to the X-Men being individuals, and when they were all wearing the same uniform, it just kind of like I don't get why everybody gravitated to that. But this Professor X, I always hated this Professor X. I just thought that looked so weird. And definitely not the Professor X I was used to. And it only appears in this comic, so it's like, but they've been saying retro carded Professor X for so long, and I was like, oh boy, oh that'll be great. I can get Professor X finally. because the hover chair one is like, I don't know, $150 or something, and the you know, I mean that's your best option right there. And I was kind of hoping for a regular Professor X in a wheelchair. So yeah, I'm disappointed. Yeah, I just don't like this look. I mean, it's never appealed to me. If you like it, great. Don't get me wrong. But dear Lord, I hate it. And the smiling face, yeah. Look, I just think it looks like Mr. Clean.
But it's a nice kind of different version of Charles for your collections.
It's awesome to get a inkjet Professor X likeness
Yes.
too, because that old one that came with the hover chair was pre-inkjet technology for comic figures, so that's great. And then also, I think this will pair very well with the Wolverine 50th anniversary Lilandra, right?
Yes.
You got a Professor X and a Lilandra, and their Shi'ar
They make a good point there. That is right.
attire, and this guy is going to come on an awesome orange X-Men retro blister card, as we see here on screen. And I've got a version. I'll stand him next to. Here, what is our call out? Shi'ar armor fitting there. So this is going to be not part of a wave, just a standalone item. This is going to be a Walmart exclusive later this summer. So again, stay tuned for more details
Oh. Well, thank God I don't want it.
on when and where that pre-order will go up. But really excited to finally complete that Uncanny X-Men 275 cover.
Now we got to complete the X97 version, right? With the extra armor on the legs and stuff, since we've now seen him show up yet again in the new animation.
I know he appeared in this season in a slightly different look, but then it's kind of fun. He came back pretty quick
Yes.
when the X-Men needed him.
Well, I mean, he's been floating around for 30 years, 20 years. How long's he been? I mean, it's not like he came back that quick. It's been a long time.
Well, in the continuity, isn't it?
I guess in the
X-Men,
continuity.
yeah. So we love X-Men 97. Wow. Okay.
That would be funny.
That is our Professor X Warlord figure, Walmart exclusive later this year. Moving on to another retailer exclusive, sticking with the X-Men comic universe. This is a character that it's a 2-pack, and one of the characters is we've been wanting to get in the line for a long time, but we're going to begin with Rogue here. So this is kind of one of her earlier villainous looks, right, Dwight?
Yeah. This.
Ooh. That's like almost her first appearance. Me likey. Brotherhood back together in the original form. Love it.
This is I think, if not the first time you saw Rogue, it's very much in, like you said, in the early run. She had a couple different variations of her jacket. We went with the green on green with
This is totally unexpected. Awesome.
the complete circle going around her waist. We thought that was the version that made the cleanest looking toy. So she articulates at that point, and she kind of rotates around and rocks back and forth a little bit. We kept it as a solid torso because of the look of the design of her costume. We might, do a different version somewhere down the line, but that's what you have with this one with the hood back. We can also do one later with the hood up. She has alternate hands. She's got her fists. She's double pinless.
So there's no hood? Is that what they're saying? That's stupid.
Arms and legs. And she's got this really nice inkjet on her face, as well as a fade of the white stripe going through her hair to the back as it fades off really, really nicely as it wraps around. So
I love that head sculpt. It's very detailed and evil, if we should say, for Rogue. And she will be joined with, I believe, the final member of one of the iterations of the Evil Brotherhood of Mutants. But this is going to be Destiny. Finally, we know this is a character that fans have been wanting.
Okay, so they're not doing Mystique in Destiny, they're doing Rogue in Destiny. That's weird.
For a long time, so super happy to get her in this classic look here with the standard, female articulation system.
Rogue is it our first precog in the Mutants line? Maybe.
Not sure. Potentially.
I'll have to do my research.
She looks great. The first gold-faced
precog
for sure.
Yes. Yeah. So she's got a new head and cape, and I think torso.
You get technical about it. Spider-Man's a precog, so This is strong contender. I may just pick this one up. This is cool. It gives me Destiny, who I would like in my Brotherhood, and then Rogue, who I also would like in my Brotherhood. That version of Rogue is Been one on my list for a long time too. So yeah, probably will get this one.
So I think to go along with this figure, to go with Rogue. So she's been missing for a long, long, long time. So this is the first time in the line, and she looks really nice with Rogue for a really solid 2-pack.
Yep, and both of them will come with alternate
Okay,
hands
Tyler,
instead of
don't
alternate
spoil
hands
it for
each.
me. I don't
This
know what it is
2-pack will
yet.
be an Amazon exclusive later this year. So again, stay tuned for more details on when and where that pre-order will be going up. But we just wanted to reveal that and get ahead of it. So hopefully you guys.
Yeah, I freely admit that Rogue is something I've wanted for a long, long time. Destiny, I mean, not my favorite character, but at the same time, having Destiny in the Brotherhood, yeah, I admit that's tempting. So both of these have use in my collection. So yeah, I will. This one I will probably get more for the Rogue, but Destiny's a nice bonus.
Will be completing your Brotherhood of Mutants team later this year.
Excellent.
All right. So with that, we have one more sneak peek without a pre-order, and this is an item which we're going to do a lot of talking and setting up. But why don't we show the image on the screen? So this is one of Dwight's favorite characters. I think I love this figure as well.
I was waiting for this because this is yeah, probably. Well,
Who do we have here?
We have our first super articulated Jean as Phoenix in the green and gold. So she has this awesome windswept hair. She's got a very happy, polite expression, as Jean should when she's doing well with the Phoenix in her soul and mind.
yeah, I like that. That's isn't that Black Widow's body? Cool.
That's right. She looks healthy here, and this is going to be based on that. I don't know. You probably don't have it in hand yet, but that 85th anniversary Marvel Legends Warbird figure that should be shipping hopefully soon. But it's kind of really based on that articulation scheme. It works really well. It's got double pinless knees and elbows, and it's got
The double torso.
double
with the
torso
rocker.
as
Yep.
well. It's a really great articulation scheme. I just think if you could just envision this Jean Grey figure in this costume would look gorgeous on an orange retro card.
It would.
But that's not all. She comes with an alternate portrait here, different hairstyle. What's going on?
Oh, I like that. Where she's slipping in a Dark Phoenix. Nice.
Sometimes Jean has a bad hair day, and when she's having a bad hair day, she gets a little bit. You don't want to poke her, right? No poking her.
Very,
So
very
Every day
powerful.
needs a bad
Yes.
hair
Very-
day anymore.
very
Very
powerful.
angry here. So yeah, this would be probably great on a retro card, but it's not going to be on a retro card, guys. This is going to be another kind of release because we
this
wanted.
could be on a purple retro card.
We could do two versions. But no, you get both. You get the figure and you get the two portraits, and then you also get a really cool display stand accessory. What is this here? This is just a really cool fire stand.
Yeah, I mean, it's in her Phoenix look, right?
Mhm.
So you always think of that version of Jean with lots of fire,
This is a
cosmic fire.
This is an all new stand here
Yeah.
that she can. It comes in a couple of parts, which will show you how it gets assembled. But no, that's still not all. We've got even more stuff. What is this? What does she come with? This
Oh.
pretty hefty accessory.
This hefty accessory, is gorgeous and translucent, and it is our first actual 3D representation in big scale of the Phoenix. We had that tiny little fire sprit of a Phoenix that she could hold in years past. This one is a much more impressive sized version of the Phoenix entity. Its head is on an articulated point, so it can kind of look off to its side or straight forward, as however you would want to display it.
Yep. And I think Jesse, right, had that idea to not have the Phoenix always in the stand,
Absolutely.
right? So through that great insight, now it's in two pieces. So you could have the Phoenix.
This looks pricey. Just saying. See, I always prepare myself for being way too overpriced so that when it's not, I'm okay.
Suspended or presented however separate from the display, or you could have it all together. And so then we have an image here of the stand with the Phoenix behind her.
Remember back when Toy Biz gave us shit like this as part of the figure and it didn't cost anything else? Good times. Good times.
Jean heroically posed out. We have two shots. We have the happy shot and the angry version there. This is like a complete ultimate, if you want to call it, Jean Marvel Phoenix here. And so super excited for this one. I feel like this item could be drafted in that end of year for sure. And
Yep.
we have it here. So Dwight, walk them through how this stand
Yeah.
connects together here.
So the stand is in 4 pieces in total, if you include the Phoenix. So you got the 2 halves of the fire, and they just kind of nest together. Just kind of work them through there. And there are all keyed elements to it. So once you get it aligned properly, it keys into itself like that and rolls around. And then you just kind of have to work it together to get the edges and all the sculpted seams to align. And once you do that, you have a final piece, which is the display base kind of cap. And then that pops in.
Yeah, Roll Keeper. I'm more than likely will get this one. I just got a feeling it's going to be pricey. Oh, I should actually read this out loud. Sorry, I'm going to get this way so you should know why, and you probably will see it right now. Now I'm going to get this one because it comes with that something. The stand is pretty cool. 50 or 60 or 40 bucks. I have no clue. So, I like because yeah, I mean the Phoenix is cool. God, I hope it's not 60. I mean, I would put my Dark Phoenix on that stand, that's for sure, because that would look really cool. And then just Jean by herself in the X-Men. Because where's my Dark Phoenix? Right. Actually, I have my Dark Phoenix behind my Jean because it's like kind of like like your secret problem. It's kind of thing. One moment. Man, sorry about that.
To the bottom. And when it's all keyed in there nice and tight like that, you have a secure fire base for your Firebird. And the Firebird just kind of nestles between the front and the back half of the fire. And then once that's in place, then Jean, with one of her feet, there's a hole here for her ankle to pop in, and she can just sit there right in front of the fire effect. Did I put her in right? There we go. Get down there.
Yeah, if only you guys are dealing
A lot of
with shit
options
we
here
deal
to
with.
display, and yeah, really excited for this. This was one of the awesome early.
I'd say minimum 50 bucks just because that bird is so big.
Toy Biz Marvel Legends, and I think we've had a lot of fun doing this version too.
Absolutely, and you're gonna have a lot of fun when you get it in hand because the amount of light that you can pour through this or backlight it with any type of light source makes this thing kind of glow, which is really impressive when you see it with a nice backlight presentation.
I mean, I like it, but I feel like they're going backwards because that's what the original Jean had. So that kind of bothers me a little bit. I like that we get a regular Jean Phoenix, though. So I was thinking we need to when we got the Dark Phoenix. I was like, yeah, we need another one of those.
I hope the chat is lighting up with a lot of fire emojis right now.
Yes.
Because this is awesome, guys. All right, so no pre-order information yet, but stay tuned to Hasbro Pulse for that announcement when that goes up for pre-order.
So we got Cosmic Fire.
Yep.
Think we have other kind of fire?
We've got other kind of fire coming up
Okay.
pretty shortly here. All right, so with that, what have we got? We've gone. Okay, so now we are going to wrap up the day with a entire Build-A-Figure wave. It's always fun when we get to reveal and then pre-order a Build-A-Figure wave. Yeah.
Okay.
So let's jump right in. This wave has a general kind of theme to it, as you'll see, that we worked closely with Jesse on, it being Strange Tales. So maybe a little Halloween in the summer.
Here we go. This is what I've been waiting
for us here. So let's jump into the first figure in this wave. Let's take a look at who's first. All right, so here we have an updated figure. We have Brother Voodoo. Now, for those of you Marvel Legends.
Really? That's a surprise. What's funny is the Marvel Legends collection I just bought a year ago, had the previous version of Brother Voodoo in it. And I just did the video on it. And I said, this guy's probably not going to get touched for another 10 years. And there he is. Funny.
Legends fans who will astutely point out Brother Voodoo in this look has been in the line. That is true. That was all the way back in 2016 in a Doctor Strange Build-A-Figure wave. And so the line has come a long way since then.
Yeah, but you gave him the same damn. That's the same damn staff. Wow. Okay, but the line's come a long way.
And so Dwight's going to walk you through all the new parts, which as you get a closer look at
Oh, look, he's got more swirlies. Okay, yeah.
this figure, from the articulation to the inkjet printing, I think it is a worthy upgrade.
What was going on with the cape there?
That is true. That was all the way back in 2016 in a Doctor Strange Build-A-Figure wave. And so the line has come a long way since then. And so Dwight's going to walk you through all the new parts, which as you get a closer look at this
How's his cape doing that? It looks like hard plastic. Is that just some trickery of some kind? I think it is.
figure, from the articulation to the inkjet printing, I think it is a worthy upgrade. So what's going on here with Brother Voodoo?
Yeah, Jericho's updates on this version is a new cape, head, sash, a fun little small minor detail, but not insignificant, is you can turn Brother Voodoo into Dr. Voodoo by attaching the Eye of Agamotto. So that little detail on the center of his cape can pop out. And now you have Brother Voodoo, or you can snap
Oh, God.
that back in place, the little eye, and you have Dr. Voodoo. So two different variations of him. Updated articulation scheme on a much improved body that we now have available to us, like Ryan said. And we think
At least he's pinless.
this new Dr. Brother Voodoo figure looks awesome and should be a nice significant upgrade from the previous versions.
I, like the audience right now, in real time is learning that that piece comes out. I didn't know that. That's so cool. Even more newness.
Designer secret.
Yeah, awesome. And it's not, yeah, it's no longer on the Bucky cap articulation scheme. We've got pinless.
Hey, Largo, how you doing? Everybody say hey to Largo. Trippy Skippy. You're right, man. Yeah, it was just weird because I didn't think the cape would have done that on its own. It's just a oddball thing. I mean, that's so weird that I literally just shot. I think I shot this last weekend. Was the previous figure of this, and it's so funny. I said that I don't think they'd ever do him in 10 years, and it's like a week later, there he is. I might run that video, push that video ahead a little bit, just so that I can have egg on my face.
Knees and elbows. He looks great. So that is the first figure in this wave, Brother Voodoo. All right, who's up next? Next up is an exciting, mostly new, all new figure.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so we're going to take it to Marvel's Dracula in his armored look here. Very, very imposing character here with this armor.
That is unexpected. Not my favorite look of Dracula in the Marvel comics, though.
What was inspired? Was this figure inspired by, Dwight?
I've wanted to make this figure for a lot of years. Is that enough of a reason?
Of course.
Yeah, I've wanted to take a crack at Dracula forever. And this armored red kind of evil armored version in the Marvel Universe is absolutely a spectacular design to tackle. From all of its wondrously spikety armor bits and pieces to the tattered long cape. You can't have a vampire without fangs, so we gave him two different heads. We have the head you see on him here with his fangs, and then the head that I am holding has the mouth closed, kind of a more kind of regal, calm version for Dracula. So two different versions of likenesses. He's got a really wicked spikety sword as well, and big, ridiculously oversized earrings. And
I love the earrings.
yeah, he's probably number one, number two in this wave as far as my personal favorites.
His ponytail too.
That one. I'm going to say probably. I will get that one because that is cool. That is really cool. did not know Dracula was going to be in this wave, so that is so cool.
As you see in the back, as we do, it's articulated. It can swing around if you want it to. 2 heads. I love that. The one with the fangs. Yeah, that's awesome. And I think we had a shot. Again, Matt hooked us up with some extra shots for these. You got Dracula battling that blade, that recent blade from the Mindless One wave. So vampire and the vampire hunter there. All right, so the next figure in this wave is going to be a very interesting version of Wolverine that we've never seen before, but is actually pretty current when it comes to what's going on in the comics today. And I believe this is Dan's favorite Wolverine figure that he's been teasing all year long. So we're finally revealing Dan's favorite Wolverine. But Dwight, what is going on with Weapon of Vengeance, aka?
They've actually gone and done it. Oh God. I don't mean anything bad to people who like this, but I thought this was stupid. And they even did it. Yeah, they did the ears. And they did, oh God, they did the claws. Holy shit. They really are shoving out every version of Wolverine except for the one I wanted. Yeah. Ah, boy, that's something.
Helverine here.
Yeah, this is a cool new variation of him with translucent flaming claws and a adamantium skull with fire ripping out of his eyes and the sides of his mouth, which is pretty sweet. The image on screen, the deco has been adjusted a little bit. Jesse and I were working to make this even more premium. So the
I want to address that, Largo, because I'm looking at that Brother Voodoo and I'm like, that is not a character I care enough. I mean, I don't hate the character, but I don't care enough to get a new update. I'm like, nah, I'll just keep the one I got because it's like, he's cool, but not that cool. Oh, good point, Largo. I'm with you on the 70s Tomb of Dracula. I think my internet just went out. Shit. I like him. I like Dracula. I mean, it's not my favorite look for Dracula, but I do like it. This is crap.
frosted kind of yellows around his eyes.
And I'm sorry, I'm just going to say it. I never liked this idea.
Is going to be replaced by a pure translucent yellow with orange. So it'll be even more fire-rific for some Hellfire here. And I think it'll look even, well, I've seen the pictures. It looks even more awesome in the final.
That's right. It's an anniversary year or something.
I guess so.
Yeah. All right. So apologies for that mistake. That is not Dan's favorite Wolverine, but a very cool Wolverine nonetheless. All right. Moving on to the fourth figure in the wave. Who do we got here? Let's show him up on screen. All right. So this is also a strange version of a notable X-Men character, but this is Bloodstorm, a vampire version of our Storm. What's going on here?
First. Yeah, okay. Bloodstorm here is a version of Oro from another universe, and as with all vampires, like we just discussed.
So are they going to do Mutant X now? I don't know how I feel about that. That's unexpected. I'm in total shock. I don't know if I'll get her or not because I don't know. I like parts of Mutant X, but I didn't like parts of Mutant X, and Bloodstorm. I don't know. Not my favorite part of the book.
Gotta have the fangs, but you also have a alternate head with the mouth closed, still showing the fangs. But she's got a really cool ponytail that's pulled back from the center of her hair all the way back from like a mohawk to a ponytail. She'll have alternate hands and an updated deco scheme to make this really cool version of Bloodstorm with the really nice evil red eyes.
All right, so we got Wolverine and a version of Storm.
I will
think that's
say
it
that
for,
is a
for
shock.
X-Men type
I
characters
never
in this
thought I'd see a
wave.
figure
Yes.
of her.
All right, who is the fifth character? Let's take a look at the fifth character here. We have an old friend, an old friend back with us. But
What?
this is Damian Hellstrom, of course.
I thought we'd never see this figure. I thought they said they'd never do this figure because the HasLab didn't fund. Well, well, well. Who's been caught in a lie? Yeah, I'm surprised. I really got to sit down and look at the pictures because I'm really shocked that she was even made. That's, but of course, this is like, yeah, never, ever, ever, guys, never.
He is so happy to be joining your collections. Let's talk through Damian here. What do we have going on?
Yeah. Now,
I'm just gonna say it now. I was never excited for this when it was part of the HasLab. I thought this was the weakest one of the bunch. And don't care now. Hellstrom was never one of my major characters. I've got a few of the comics of his, but nah, I never really felt that strongly about the character.
due to the advancements in time and technology, we have a pinless Damian. He still has his trident. He's got an awesome face sculpt with inkjet deco on it. He's got his logo on his chest that's kind of ghosted out, which is pretty sweet for a nice modern version of a anti-hero type character.
That's right, pinless now.
Pinless.
Okay.
That's the problem. You went with
Damian.
modern too. I would go
Looking
for classic.
good with his trident there. All right, let's move on to, I believe this is a first-time Marvel Legends character ever. This is Lilith.
That's right. We have
Wow.
the mother of demons. So, we got vampires, we've got Wolverines, we've got demons, we've got Damians, we've got a lot of stuff covered here. And
That's one I never thought they'd put out either because I thought everybody forgot about her.
the Strange Tales universe.
Then again, they put up Dan Keith, so now it stands to reason. Yeah.
That's right.
So Lilith here has this really cool head sculpt with a translucent kind of gray hood hair kind of thing. She's got her green kind of skirt cloak. She's got a lot of the fishnet deco across her chest and on her legs. She's got her silver boots and first time joining our Marvel Legends ranks.
A lot of detailing in that fishnet pattern, as Dwight said. And yeah, we'll rotate the head around so you can see that kind of translucent hair piece.
Hair,
Something?
hood.
This figure's more provocative than the Goblin Queen. I'm just saying. I mean, the one we got.
Yeah.
Fabricy thing, yeah.
She's got some green earrings too.
Yeah. The earring, it's the
earring wave.
earring wave. We got Storm, we got Dracula.
I mean, look at that dip in the cleavage. Come on. I mean, you can't do Goblin Queen, but you can do that.
We've got we got a lot of rings in this one.
All right. So here, it's always fun to do a first-time character. right?
Absolutely.
Like Lilith and Dracula, I guess, in Marvel
And
Legends.
Damian.
And Damian. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Check.
The next character, the seventh character in this wave, is not a first-time character, but I think it is probably our favorite version of this character
Absolutely.
today. All right. So let's take a closer look at Moon Knight.
I saw this one, and I'm debating. I have two Moon Knights now, and this is the one from. This is closest to the look of West Coast Avengers version. So I will have to serious debate this. If I get any of them, it probably will be Moon Knight because I just like Moon Knight.
Ooh, with all those gold pieces.
Yeah,
So good.
we went with the kind of one of his West Coast kind of Avengers looks for Moon Knight. It was a version that we had yet to accomplish. It's got a lot of
Largo.
cool Egyptian kind of detailing.
I'm wondering.
In his gauntlets and his belt. He's got the Ankh. He also has his bow staff, as well as a whole pile of little moonerangs. So he's got like I didn't take them out of the tape because I would drop them and lose them, but 3 small ones, a large moonerang. He has alternate hands.
Yeah, good point, Tyler. I mean, the perfect opportunity to finally get a comic Baron Mordo. No. Yeah, I mean, that would have been the perfect place to put him. I mean, Get Brother Voodoo Spock. I mean, he's more important of a character than Brother Voodoo.
And he's got the really cool black to white cape, which is really cool. I don't think we've
I do like that cape.
done that yet. Maybe we have, but I can't
No,
recall.
you haven't.
But the inside of the cape has the nice
Looking at
black,
my Moon Knights
which really
right now.
makes the silhouette of the character pop.
3 Moon Knights in a
And
year. Wow.
it's my favorite
4.
pinless
Can't-
Moon Knight that we've done so far.
Yeah, and like some previous Moon Knight releases, he has 2 alternate fist hands with 3 little ports. The little moons can plug in as if he was holding them in his knuckles there. So that's a really fun detail. And that new Ankh accessory is great as well. And we have a shot here that Matt helped us again with rounding out that West Coast Avengers team. So there you have the West Coast Avengers.
Yeah, I mean, you can squeeze in the regular white Moon Knight, which is over here. I don't want to grab him because I'm going to knock everything down. But you can squeeze that one in and get away with it. This is more accurate to the West Coast Avengers. I give you that.
Avengers box set from the Avengers Earth's Mightiest, as well as that Hawkeye from last year, now joined by Moon Knight to really round out your West Coast Avengers team.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So that is 7 figures with a Build-A-Figure. Really excited for this one. I think he's been on a lot of lists. We've had him on our internal list for a while, but without further ado, and he's very on theme for this wave, as you'll see. Talk him through Blackheart.
Yeah, we have Blackheart.
I'll say this, not my favorite character. I understand why they did him, but not my favorite character. Seems pointless without Mephisto.
Hasbro's first version of Blackheart ever. Toy Biz had done a really cool version of him quite a few years ago, but as we've always said, that's been a long time. So many of you collectors out there have not had a chance to add Blackheart, Mephisto's son, to your collection. So that's what we have for you here. We have a lot of rings. We have a lot of spikes in this wave. So Blackheart is a 100% new sculpt. He's got a wire bendy tail. He's got pinless arms and legs. Lots of spikes. He's got a super articulated torso, so you can get him into more.
A little lukewarm to this wave. I mean, there's a couple of them I'm like, yeah, cool. And then a couple I'm like going, huh?
Hunched over poses. His hair is in multiple pieces and layers, which is really nice. It makes it look much more realistic and believable instead of it just being a solid chunk of plastic like we do on some of our smaller figures. Because of this character size, the hair has I think 3 layers to it, which is a pretty impressive look when you see it. There's some washing in his hair as well to break up the otherwise primarily black form of this character, with the exception of his deep red eyes.
Yeah, the layered hair, now that you mention it, is very cool when you see it in person. He's got a bendy wire tail. We know that's a really fun detail for these types of characters, like your lizards and your Blackhearts. Well, actually, for scale.
Oh,
yeah. For trivia, let's see if the fans know what the first issue appearance of Blackheart was in Marvel Comics, because I was kind of surprised to learn this today.
I did not know.
So you didn't know either. So let's see if anyone knows off the top of their heads and puts it in the chat. But it was actually in Daredevil 270 from 1989, I believe. And so for scale here, you have our standard Daredevil figure, and you can just see how big Blackheart is. I believe he's a little over 8 inches tall.
Are they trolling the audience with that one because that thing sold out so fast it wasn't funny?
I measured him earlier, so that is a scale reference, and that was a really weird issue. I looked it up on the Unlimited app. It was like Blackheart gets kind of formed and created by Mephisto, and then it just so happens Daredevil is hanging out, and then he actually fights Daredevil and Spider-Man in his first appearance there. So it's quite a way to make an entrance.
I mean, Hell's Kitchen Daredevil
True.
to Mephisto and Blackheart, and yeah. It works.
It works. And then here's just a random, I just have lots of figures at my desk. Like here's just a random, Iron Man figure for scale as well. If you wanted to have them fight each other, you could do that. I don't know, just a random pairing. But Blackheart, there you have it, the Blackheart wave. And I will talk for a second about the packaging. So we'll show it on screen here. So, okay, we'll talk pre-order first. So this is going to go up for pre-order on June 20th at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is going to be a fan an Amazon Wave. So that includes Hasbro Pulse, Fan Channel, and Amazon. So you'll have to go there to get it if you want. And I have.
Okay, I'm gonna be straight up. I'm thinking definitely Moon Knight. Strong possibility of Dracula, and a strong possibility of Lilith, and that's it.
The package here.
I
So
just heard the
I
dinner
think when
bell.
we rolled out the new modular packaging that you'll
Yes,
see
my
some
wife does ring
similarities in
dinner
structures
bell.
across the various Hasbro 6-inch lines. Fans were saying, this is so small. How are you going to do Build-A-Figures? Well, this is the exact same height as the standard Marvel Legends pack now, but it is wider, as you can see, and it is a little bit deeper in back. But so you can still line them up side to side on a bookshelf to really maximize that awesome.
Does anybody actually do that? I don't know, man. Maybe I'm crazy.
Art that Ben, Sean, and Alan and the team put on our Marvel Legends figures, but to accommodate that Build-A-Figure piece, as you see, Moon Knight comes with the black.
But anyway, Largo, I'm exactly with you. Why give us Blackheart and not Mephisto? It's like, yeah, Big Show, Bear Mordor, and Mephisto Nightmare. Really shocked I never did these characters. That's weird. Yeah, I may pass on the Moon Knight and the Lilith too. I mean, those are kind of iffy. I'm back and forth on the Moon Knight. Trying to catch up with the chat here. More chat interaction on the tape stream. I really wish Hasbro would quit sticking around and just give us a straight up Midnight Suns wave. Yeah, exactly. Hey, I'm with you on that too. I'm sure Mephisto especially. I mean, what's the deal? Okay. All right. I just heard that dinner's on, so I got to run, guys. Thank you all for stopping by. This is really, I think this is all that's there. So anyway, let me go eat dinner, and I'll see you guys later. But thanks for stopping by and enjoying this with me. And I think the internet went out once when I was on, so not bad. But you guys take care, and I'll try to do this again real soon. All right, take care, guys. Bye.